there's a king on the table, then there, you now have a pair of kings. And
Oh, so community
or if
table
you
looks
have,
at your own cards too, I guess? Is that
yeah,
what it means? So the community table looks at everybody's cards.
mm-hmm. And if you have like a king and a six, and there's a king and six on the table, you have two pairs.
Well, I had a time though where I had like a 10 and a jack, I believe. Well, no, I had a 4 and a jack. And there was a 4 and a jack on the table, and I thought that would be an automatic win because I thought I finally figured it out. And the other guy won because I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
If you get three of a kind, then you basically won the game.
So like if I 3 of a kind, meaning what if I had 3
It's
jacks or
if you
something?
have no, if you had like a jack and there was two jacks on the table, then that's a three of a kind, and that's like an automatic win.
Oh, okay. What about a 10? Is a 10 on the same level of a 5 as jack and queen and all this other stuff?
It's the best out of the numbers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if there's no other higher card above that on the table, if no one else has a higher card in their hand, then yeah, 10 is the best.
Alright, time to do the bridge to
I'm gonna
nowhere.
play. Okay, I'm gonna play and try and put this to the test. I'm playing poker in my camp. I'm in chapter 1 again because I decided to play the game again.
God, what an
I'm
ironic
gonna
and
call.
what an ironic fucking bullshit scheme that was.
What?
Fucking.
Oh, are you talking about the?
No, I just jumped on Red Dead and was just about to play the game and then battery low. Ironic. Sean, did you see that
That's
fucking?
That's why I always keep my charger plugged in.
Did you see that message I sent to the messenger group?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think about it. The new PS5 messages, or not messages, but the new system in that, the controller has a built-in screen. So you can check your messages easier and shit. Like, you're telling me that this controller dies easy? Fuck, I just
So
imagine it.
I have an ace high apparently.
Whoa.
Ace high means, I think that means do you have an ace in your hand? Or is that
I have an A. I have the giant heart, which is an A,
Easy now.
which is an ace,
That's
and a
ace,
Q.
Yeah.
I have an ace and a queen.
Settle down.
Yeah, so that means, is there a queen on the table as well?
No, actually, I just started the game. None of the cards have been revealed yet.
So, I think that means that an ace and a queen means that
Just wait a second, girl.
the queen makes the ace, gives it more points or some shit like that.
Yeah. See, I tried reading the whole thing, and I don't know too much about poker, like I said. Like, I checked the help screen, and it tells you, like, different pairs of... Like, if I go to the activities, I'm gonna go to poker. I don't know the difference between poker and blackjack, for the most part, but other than that... Okay, so... You've got royal flush, an ace, king, queen, jack, 10, all of the same suit. Straight flush, 5 cards in sequence, all of the same suit. And that to me explained nothing. Actually, it kinda does. A 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, and 9 are all pretty much in the same suit. They're not very high, but they're not low either, I guess. 4 of a kind, 4 cards at the same rank, and 1 side card or kicker. That's where it started getting confusing to me. Because it's soda jack, but it's, I see now, the 10s, okay. A 10s and a jack. Full house, 3 cards in the same suit rank, and 2 cards of a different matching rank.
So, Sean,
Yeah.
I read up on it, and this game supposedly has almost 30 Easter eggs, and a bunch of others you can, like side missions, like secret side missions.
Yeah.
Did you know about the vampire one?
I haven't found that one actually.
I'm trying to do that one.
Wait, what do you mean trying to find it and or do it? Like actually do it?
Both. There's also a mission in the swamp where you find a guy and he tells you about the night people.
Oh yeah, I found that guy already too.
I haven't found him. But when I find the night people, I am shooting.
Oh,
I
and,
am shooting.
There's this, there's a girl locked in a, like a little shack. I think it's the girl that was disowned by the Braithwaites, and she's like really demonically possessed or some shit, because she's absolutely nuts. I don't know where she is, though.
I'm gonna
So-
blow. When I find the
Also,
night people, I'm gonna blow their heads off because I don't like it.
Hey Sean, supposedly there's a secret money spot that Rockstar hasn't told anyone about because it's a secret. Yeah, I won't tell you the rest because I don't want to spoil anything, but I'd say if you want to find the money spot, look it up on YouTube.
See, I want to know what areas are, but I also don't want to look them up, you know?
I
I'd
like
rather find
looking
things
up.
myself. Well, my brother Logan's used to that, but I would rather... Only time I look things up is when I get so fucking desperate and I am not wasting my time doing something.
I'm
So
not
who
really
knows, maybe I
desperate,
might.
but like I don't know much about this game. I didn't study it like fucking day and night like Danny did. I just fucking bought it and played it. If I don't know something, I'll look up on YouTube because it's basically
See,
my
here's
Google.
the thing. I didn't know, I thought those areas, like, you know how in the, see, Son might, I don't know, Son, you know how people in your camp ask for things, like, one of them wants a book, Jack wants a little, Penny Dreadful book.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where the hell to find a Penny Dreadful book.
You just look for any book anywhere.
You to find
I
any
think
book
I found
anywhere.
it.
That's how I did it. I didn't even know what the fuck to look either. I just picked up a random book.
In an area?
Yep, just
Okay.
anywhere. I don't even
Yeah,
know
that's
where.
the thing. Well, it's gotta be Penny Dreadful, so... I don't know anything about Penny Dreadful.
I don't know
know
either.
that's
I
the
just
type-
picked up a random book, like I said.
Isn't Penny Dreadful like a version of horror or something? Or mystery?
I think so.
Or murder? I think it's murder, I don't know. But anyway, he wanted a Penny Dreadful book, so I got him one. I didn't get one, I mean, I wanted to get him one.
Shit on me.
Did you
No.
do the, this is one of the more common things, but did you do the whole gunsmith one? The gunsmith in Rhodes?
Yeah. I did that one a long time ago. Supposedly he had some back room operation going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I shut that shit down right away, no exceptions. Trademark, that's a Negan quote.
I didn't murder him. I listened to his whole story, and I actually felt bad for the guy to a degree. And there's no excuse for what he did, but I did feel bad for him
Oh,
to
yeah.
a degree. But I walked in there with a mask, but somehow he knows who I am,
Yeah,
since I threaten him whenever I walk in there. My character threatens him. He says sorry.
I had a lot of time to think in that jail.
Did you guys do the mission where you look for the
ain't the
grave
only one.
robbers?
no. Oh yeah, I did that one already, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Like he's stringing
Did you
us
notice
along.
the pun that John Marston made?
No.
I think we're waking the dead.
killing in cold blood, revenge. We all do bad things, but he
Oh,
seems to
yeah,
enjoy
that
it.
the grave robber one.
It's like he just wants to create more enemies.
An Undead Nightmare weapons?
Chaos.
Okay. That's funny, actually.
I mean, I love Dutch.
If only he knew that in alternate reality he was
saved me
fighting
a long time
undead.
Oh yeah. I want them to
Feel like
bring
it's
back
Saint
another
Denis
one like
when I
that,
got
maybe a
arrested.
remaster.
He could've
Like
done
even if it,
something.
yeah,
I
even if it
feel
wasn't
like you
Undead
should
Nightmare, if they made something similar to that, I'd be fine with that.
Do you?
They probably make
What
something to
reason
do
you
with the
got
night
to stick
people,
around at this
because
point?
they're the closest thing at this rate.
I don't see no way out of any of this.
What about loyalty?
That's long been.
Have any of you guys found the
What are you
KKK?
gonna do?
Oh
Yeah,
fuck
see,
all the
that's how them
time.
twice.
Try and make some of it right.
I've only found them
There
twice,
was a
3
girl
times.
that-
I butchered the leader with my tomahawk.
I shot one of their legs out and the cross fell onto another one and killed him.
You gotta run.
Oh yeah, that it doesn't matter if you shoot them like or not. They fucking murder each other half the time.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
accidentally. I fucking.
Now?
Who knew I would say this? But I fucking love the KKK in this game. I mean, they kill themselves all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
they're quite humorous, I gotta say. So now that now I know that when online shows up, I can play with you guys, which is kind of cool.
Found our
Oh, yeah.
calling in life.
But I had to make certain to tell Logan because I told my brother Logan that he's not gonna play my file on this game because my brother has a. My idea is like I would rather have the file myself, and plus he likes to buy things on there, and I'd rather have the file all myself. I mean, if he really wants the game, you can have it on Xbox. He has GTA on there. I'm just saying, you know, this is my game. What happened was my brother a long time ago, I would always talk about GTA 5,
Oh, yeah.
and I figured I'd let him play it, and at some point I think he wanted to put money on there, and I was fine with it. And after that, you know, he just kind of added money on there, and I didn't really play the game all that much anyway, so it didn't really matter to me.
Let me know when you're ready.
It's kind of funny to play a game when you get shot by missiles, when it just bites something in there and you're scared to drive a vehicle. That's really nice.
I haven't played GTA in so long because of that reason. I don't even play with my brother anymore because he's so fucking douchey.
Do you have two brothers? Don't you?
Yeah, but my other one doesn't play any games but Nintendo.
Okay, good. Grab the other one.
A long time ago, I was actually friends with Dylan, whatever the hell his name is.
I don't know
care.
how anyone can be fucked. You enter his
No, this
fucking
was-
radius and he smells like shit.
Oh yeah, it's true. A long time ago, I was at this was back in public school when I knew him though, like
Oh, yeah.
public school. I actually remember going to your house and playing like, I loved World of Warcraft at this time, by the way. I don't really like World of Warcraft that much anymore. I mean, I still find the game fun to a degree, but I find that it can get really,
Come down here and help me play with this stuff.
what's the word? Tedious at points,
Yeah.
you know?
Tom, by the way, just a little heads up, if you want to be very accurate with a gun, with the dual wield gun, go in first
Bridge is
person.
wired to the detonator. We need to attach each of those
Otherwise,
wires
it's shit.
to the fuses. There's
I
one on
actually
each of
have,
the mains.
on mine,
Okay.
like my accuracy isn't amazing, but it's
These are my
decent.
charges.
But my controls, I have on lock-on foot on is narrow. I had it as free mode, but a narrow I thought was okay because it makes badass when they're right in front of you. Lock-on mode on horse isn't wide, but I
No.
need the lock-on a horse because it's fucking impossible to hit people on a horse.
First person
found-
shooting on a horse is fucking garbage.
Yeah, what about third person? I find it difficult on third person also.
It is just as bad too.
Yeah,
But sometimes
see, I
we don't
remember
have a choice.
in Red Dead Redemption 1, I tried playing the game by using free mode, free aim,
Yeah.
and it was like there was times where I would die over and over again or lose, or maybe I would die but the person who was following me would die, or I couldn't follow them because trying to shoot someone with an like a knife, with like a carbine while riding a horse at the same time and not knowing that they're gonna go forward, left, or right, and being really easy to miss.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those games where it's really easy to miss.
It is. Plus the
And it
reloading. Do you know a little trick for the reloading?
What?
Instead of reloading, because it takes so long to reload with a carbine, just before you reload, hit the Deadeye button and then go out of Deadeye and you'll be automatically reloaded.
Does it look like that? Okay.
Yeah, that's how I do it. It works all the time.
You know what I keep finding out? I'm trying to figure out what would be a good reason to use chewing tobacco in the game. Like I don't know what would like it gets rid of your core, you know?
Nah, I don't
Yeah,
use
I'm
much
thinking-
chewing tobacco.
I don't use anything that damages the core
Pump this stupid
because
thing.
it's more difficult to get stuff to increase your health and stamina.
Sometimes when I don't want to eat a big food, I will if I have something that heals myself or if I have like let's say I have crackers, I have alcohol, and I have cigarette. I will smoke a cigarette in order for a little bit of my Deadeye core. Then I will take a drink, which will give you Deadeye core, and, but it will and it will give you stamina for the stamina that you got rid of by smoking. And then I will, but it will get rid of some of your health core. So I'll eat a cracker, which only fills up your health core.
Come on.
I'll pretty much do that.
Let's go blow this thing up.
I don't. I only eat when I need to.
Yeah, so do I. Just a little heads up, guys, though. Once you get farther into the game where I'm at, no spoilers, but you're gonna need to eat a lot.
I think the line held. You want the
I already beat the game, so I know exactly everything that happened.
Hey, Sean? Want me just to give you a little what happens?
No.
You don't
No,
want to
don't
know
tell
the
him, trust
taste?
me.
I don't want to know anything.
Alright.
Trust me,
Just
buddy.
don't ask
I'm the
when
type-
Danny already told me some things that I wish he didn't say, so I don't really want to know anything.
Yeah, well, he's the
See,
one
I
to
already
spoil a
made-
game, even without anyone asking.
Yeah, see. Oh, here's the thing. Like, me not telling people is so difficult. I am the type of person who want to, It is a difficult thing to do. But I'm doing it anyway, though. I have to tell you guys something.
What's up?
It's a little spoiler heavy, but I have to tell you.
Well, I guess old Dutch got all the
The
smoke
the
he
Dutch
wants.
Van der Linde gang,
Let's hope so.
that Dutch Van der Linde survives.
I know.
He does.
I know that.
He
This
survives
is the
this one.
first one. Even Sean knows that in the first one.
I'm joking, dude. No, sorry. Javier, Bill, John, and Dutch all survived
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2. I need to tell you this, okay? It's important.
To everything.
You guys would never know this without me. It's extremely spoiler heavy. I'm sorry, dude.
No, dude, I knew they survived. They were in Red Dead 1. It was obvious.
I just told you I was joking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not anymore, John.
My time was wasted. Okay, you know what's so funny?
I
Go.
don't know how
It's
that
a
was
joke
a
that
joke,
I-
though. You already
No,
knew
I'm
that.
joking. It's a joke based off of the idea that anyone who's played the first one would know that they survived.
I've done a lot of thinking. Look at us.
It's like saying John Marston survived.
Out
Like,
here
seriously,
risking
how is
our
that a spoiler?
necks
We all
for
know
what,
that John Marston's in the first one,
Oh,
For a
yeah.
silly idea.
Like, no, of course he died. John Marston is actually dead this whole time.
Oh, yeah.
You know just what I mean.
He's the figment of my
Yeah.
imagination.
You got a family. I need a vacation.
So, very quickly, with poker.
Dutch.
If, let's say, there's only things that have been around are a queen, a 9, and an 8, and I have an ace and a queen, does that mean I
You
lose?
know
Or,
something?
like, I only win if there's a Q, a
Abigail.
queen, or an ace?
I think she might know where
Hey,
some of
Sean.
that money is.
Will you tell her she better make sure? And then come talk to me. And we'll find out just who and what we should be loyal to.
I don't know, Arthur.
Nor do I. But I am starting to see things clearly now. And I ain't being taken for a fool no more. Now get out of here.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm playing poker, right? And everyone else folded.
No,
Everyone else
Sean.
folded.
He was telling us something we already know, dude. Like, he was telling
What?
us how Dutch and the gang, some of the gang survived, which is obvious because we played the first game.
Basically, I was making a jokes on about, like, when someone says spoiler something and they tell something that, like, everyone knows? Like, Dutch Van der Linde's gang is in the Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm sorry, dude, I have to tell you that, okay? Something like that, like, something that everyone knows. Oh, guns are in this game, you're playing a gang. So, this game takes place in the Wild West. But it seems that not many people seem to get my joke that I'm making about, like, Dutch Van der Linde and John Marston and,
I don't
like,
know,
Bill
it's just,
surviving.
I don't know. Just take precautions.
Oh no.
Yeah.
that fucking part, I can tell.
I don't like, I'm trying my best not to actually spoil anything, like actual spoiler. Only jokes, I will make a joke about spoilers, but they won't be actual spoilers.
No. Why I don't ask Danny for game hints anymore is because, well, he's the prime reason why fucking Star Wars got spoiled for me.
I made a mistake on looking and watching The Death of San, because I really liked him, and getting a spoiler on a character that I didn't want to know about.
Hey Sean, because Danny may have said it was Ryan's fault or whatever, but it was really Danny's fault because he's the one that brought it up by saying, oh, Chewbacca dies, when we all knew that was bullshit. And then no, Ryan, that's what made Ryan say the real spoiler. So
Wait,
Danny's really to blame.
Wait, are you saying that Chewbacca doesn't die? Shit. I got confused this whole time.
You haven't seen the new one yet?
We knew this
No, I have.
Oh.
Not everyone knows I've seen it. I was making a joke, but...
guy named Ryan who's like 34, 33, whatever, but he's retarded, so he's basically 12 in the head, so he's the type of person that would spoil everything. And
That's why I never went to see it in theaters, because of that fucking moment there. I even blamed
Which one was it?
for that.
Which Star Wars were you talking about anyway?
The first Star Wars, The Force Awakens, yeah.
Force Awakens. Honestly, The Last Jedi is one of those movies where I don't... It's one of those movies with a bad ending because I don't know what the fuck's going on in the ending every single time.
Have you seen it yet?
I have.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, because the ending was fucking awesome in there.
I don't know, I thought it was
Fucking
okay.
killing
Like, I don't know.
Bitch had it coming.
I mean, imagine, but that kind of seems like a weird thing to a degree. It's ballsy, but like we didn't know anything about Snoke, and then they straight up immediately murder him.
No, but I knew a lot about Snoke because before the movie was released, they there was a whole bunch of like flashbacks from the very, very previous Star Wars movies.
And Snoke is apparently in it.
Yeah, there was theories, and some of them, most of them were true. How Snoke could have been was one of these theories where he could have been the Emperor because he even had the electric powers. Like
yeah, but I'm sure that any powerful you know, Jedi or Sith could have that power, not just one person.
Snoke even said in the previous movies, he was like, you could be my new he could be the new Vader. Like, he knew who Vader was.
Everyone knows who Vader is, though. But everyone knows who Vader is.
I know that, but with Snoke specifically said himself that he served with Vader.
Why wouldn't he just call himself the Emperor and say that he was alive? Why would he take a new mantle?
Oh,
a new name?
Maybe a new start?
To me, I think that if I want to be alive, I would rather just tell everyone, hey, I'm back, you know?
Think the Emperor died, though, from being thrown off, because many Jedis and Sith have been thrown off, dude, and some of them have never died. They got so lucky.
I don't know if it's canon, but do you think Clone Wars is canon or no?
No, I don't think so. I like the Clone Wars.
I just want to make sure you know what canon means, right? I just want to make sure. Okay, want to make sure. Well, because not everyone knows what it is, you know? It's one of those super obvious questions that sucks to ask, but you know what? It's always good to know, you know?
Yeah. No, but this whole time when I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I follow up on everything. And the #1 thing people were saying, and it turned out to be true, that the Jedi were always the bad guys.
Okay then.
How?
Well, because they kept what's the word for this? They kept under a strict rule for everyone.
Yeah, that's obviously bad, but still better than going on murdering people.
See, in the new Star Wars movies, there was peace for a little bit. And that's because there was a rule, a simple rule.
What's that?
The Jedi, though, have always had war. There was no peace.
That's what happens with conflicting ideologies.
I'm just trying to one of the actors for one of the characters, the prime characters in the movies, said that I have to find the video again. But one of the actors was like, turns out that the Jedi were always the bad guys here because something, 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 and I didn't get to read the rest.
I don't think the Jedis are the bad guys. I don't think they're good, but I don't think they're the bad guys. I think they're still better than the Sith, but they're not good themselves. This is one of those series where no one's actually the good guy exactly, but they're not bad either.
The clone troopers are basically brainwashed, though, and plus they're created.
They're clones, yeah.
They're more of the bitch to the Sith.
Here it is, right here.
Well, weren't they clones of Boba Fett?
Yeah. Here it is, right here.
Well, no, sorry, they were clones of Jango Fett if we're using the prequels and everything, like...
Thought he was Boba Fett. No, that's a kid. Never mind. No.
No. No. Jango Fett was apparently the older one.
Yeah. But you know what's funny, guys?
Yeah,
you kept saying that the clones were brainwashed, yet Rex, the commander for the clones, turned out he was never brainwashed. He was a separate. Meaning he was never connected mainly to the clones.
I didn't watch enough of Clone Wars. I just don't watch.
If you watch Star Wars Rebels, which is continuing after the Clone Wars, that TV show, you'll see what I mean. No, but Sean, here it is right here. Star Wars, 15 Reasons Why the Jedi Are the Bad Guys. Start now.
And what are the reasons?
Yes, they abducted children and trained them as soldiers.
Yeah.
They're known liars.
I think instead of saying that they're the bad guys, they should say they're not much better than the Sith or something like that. But
ooh, here's another one.
This one is definitely better.
This one is reference. If anyone here has seen the cartoon series, The Clone Wars, have you seen them, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they don't trust their own Padawans. Which is true, because you've seen how in the very beginning and through maybe season 1 till 5 or 6, Anakin didn't trust Ahsoka for that much time. There was another one. They foster corruption and crush all who oppose them. As you've seen from Count Dooku getting his head cut off by dual lightsabers from Anakin.
That was different, though.
I still think they could have taken him and arrested him, not cut his head off.
No, what happened was, don't you remember that scene?
I do.
Palpatine, which was actually Emperor this whole time, told him to kill him. And we already knew that Anakin wasn't exactly the most stable individual, which, again, the Jedi did not fucking help with. But, I mean, I do understand his reason, but at the same time, he was angry, so he told them to kill him, so he did.
And
but
here's
Jedi
another one. This
do
is
not
number
like
11.
kill. So that part has nothing to do with this. This has to do with Anakin.
Number 11, they are oppressive and undermine democracy.
They still don't destroy planets, though. So.
Number 10, they think they're above the law, which is true. Number 9, their unhealthy lifestyle breeds xenophobia. Number 8, they're elitists. And one we know all too well, number 7, they're militants who train terrorists.
What's terrorists again?
Hmm?
They train terrorists, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And that makes them evil because they knew that these people were going to become terrorists?
Even in the beginning, before training Anakin, they knew that he was either going to destroy the Jedi in the future, or he was going to bring peace. He was the chosen one,
yeah.
and it turns
Could be
out.
one of the two, though.
But he had a better chance of destroying everything.
Yeah, but you don't. The idea with the conflicting ideologies is that you don't kill someone just because you think that they could do something bad.
No.
If you knew that they might do something bad, that's a different story. And even then, I'm not sure if that's really up to you. But you don't know. Like any person could do something bad. Any person is able to do something. I could go out and murder someone right now. I'm not going to, obviously.
No.
But I'm just saying anybody could do it, and you don't stop someone. Just like any of the Jedi could do something bad at any moment, at any time.
I got another one for you guys. Which this one we see in every Star Wars movie. Doesn't matter what or who it is or when it is, but you know and you see it every time. They violate people against their will, meaning they use mind control, they read their minds, they make them do, that's another thing.
The Sith do the same thing though, but
yeah,
they do it in a more evil way.
Well, I kind of agree with this. Like, imagine, if you've seen any character ever, they literally beat the shit out of people. Like, it's the same with Jedi. Like, they may mind control.
Kill children.
And there's another one, number 5.
I think there's some, I think, when, this is one of those things where, the Jedi are still better than no matter what, and they're not good people exactly, but they're not, precisely evil, I don't think. I just think that there's a lot of problems in their philosophy. A lot.
I got another one for you, Sean.
Speaking of children, I killed the teenagers in Saint Denis.
Oh.
What do you mean the teenagers?
The ones that steal your money.
Wait, you can murder them?
No.
Yep.
It wouldn't let me do it. It fucking said I failed the mission.
No.
No, after the mission.
Yeah.
No, there's another one, Sean. They are down genocide, meaning killing innocents, murderers, anything.
They are down with it? Is that what you said?
They're good with it. They'll do it.
Who even
Actually,
wrote that
no, that's not
post?
true.
Because everything.
Screen Rant. It's Screen Rant writes everything for everything.
That explains it then. I don't watch Screen Rant videos anymore. I find everything they say is full of bullshit, so I don't watch them anymore. But not with that.
I mainly follow Screen Rant because they post everything true.
Exactly what the Sith do.
It seems that this guy just seems like he's extremely biased against this Jedi.
I read
the
Sith side too, and it's just as bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying, there's bad Sith no matter in any of the point of view. But one is still a lot worse than the other, and the other one isn't precisely bad in the way that we're all making it sound. And some of the things don't even have to do with Jedi. A lot of them have certain rules that most of them are not supposed to break.
And the number one.
They have that for a reason. You can't judge one family just because one person in that family murders
I don't do that. I judge specific people.
I'm just saying that just because one Jedi murders a couple, or just because 5 out of 10 Jedis kill someone, doesn't mean they're all bad. Or even if 9 of them, one Jedi did not kill. One Jedi out of all not 10 of them might not do it.
And I got another one for you guys. They created the Sith, and I can prove this because in the new Star Wars movie, Luke is training a bunch of kids, including Kylo, or Ben Solo as his name. And he finds out that there's a dark evil within Ben Solo, so he goes to confront him, tries to kill him, and, well, Ben fights back and escapes, and thus you see him now as Kylo Ren.
I think it's a bit more complicated than that, but... No, you are right about the whole time to kill, though.
Yeah.
But we do different things out of fear. But imagine if you were in Luke's shoes anyway. Imagine if you spent your whole life worried at one point about a guy that you had a fight.
Oh, yeah.
You fight him, and then a bunch of years later, someone you know turns out that there's a chance he could be evil, and you don't want to take that chance.
Chance that you could be offered a chance to bring back somebody you love, and then have it all ripped out from underneath you.
What? Say that again?
It's a reference to Anakin Skywalker.
I need to get some sleep.
Pretty much what Luke did was the opposite of what happened with the whole, what you talked about. When they let Anakin become a Jedi, in this case, they, no matter, even though if they could have assumed he was going to do bad things, but he could have done good. It's the same with Ben Solo. Ben could have done good things, but he could have done bad. Just the sake is that they didn't try murdering Anakin until it was too late, and in this case, Ben just found out, and after he decided that he wasn't going to kill him, but at that point, he already brought out a lightsaber out of fear. It's pretty much like pulling a trigger on a friend that might have lost his way, that could kill millions, but maybe you decide not to kill him. I've seen that type of thing before.
And number 3, they have a complete disregard for the well-being of others. As you've seen from one of the movies with Luke and Han Solo mainly.
And what is that?
In the bar, I'm trying to figure out what planet it was. Luke.
Fucking desert planet.
Luke
Tatooine,
gets. Yeah, I think so.
It was Tatooine.
Maybe, yeah. Luke gets frightened by one of the people, and Obi-Wan comes up and cuts his hand off. One of the guy's hands off.
I don't think he got threatened. I don't think he got fighting. I think the guy was actually gonna fight Luke, wasn't he? They weren't known for being
I think
friendly.
he threatened them. That's about it, but didn't do anything serious.
I think the idea, I guess you are right though, that was not good, but at the same time, I think the idea was that, like, you know how bar fights happen in Westerns? I think this is a bar fight with guns get involved a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And no one's known for being nice. So I think the idea was to terrify them first. I don't know at this point. It's been a while since I watched it. So you could be right.
Then there's another one here. They are
if
selfish.
You put American laws in it, he would have had the right to kill him, considering he was threatened.
But he didn't kill him either. He cut off his hand, which could, is an awful thing to do. But doesn't precise if you get medical attention, and plus these are aliens, so we don't know how fast they heal, or if they can regenerate limbs or not. I mean, they are aliens. They have completely different anatomy. I mean, on our own world, we have literally creatures that don't even have brains, but are still living. So,
Oh, yeah. There's number 1 spot, too. They created Darth Vader.
Yes, that makes them evil. I don't think they had much of a hand creating Darth Vader.
It says
other
here,
than their ideology.
That wouldn't have been their fault.
It says here, we're not complaining creating Darth Vader through their lack of compassion, understanding, and foresight is probably the single greatest thing the Jedi have ever done. If they hadn't, we would never have gotten that awesome scene at the end of Rogue One. Still, Everything the Jedi did involving Anakin Skywalker was a lesson in gross negligence.
I just had to do, like, they just had a composer of hiding their anger, which was something that Anakin wasn't the type of person to do.
No.
And it was too late for him, right?
Well,
then,
what was
like,
going on was, they were blocking his anger, meaning, I think in one of the movies, I think Obi-Wan said that he kept removing images of Anakin's anger and that. So, like, anger things towards things.
And how would he do that?
Because one of the Jedi have an ability that they can cloud somebody's mind.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
He's been, this whole time, apparently, Emperor Palpatine's been doing that to everybody.
Yeah.
How would they not know that he's the Emperor? I mean, if he didn't cloud their
It's
mind.
obvious. You know, in one of the statues in his office, when you walk in, there's two statues standing at guard, and in those statues there are literally two Sith lightsabers, and any Jedi that has a mind power can sense those in there.
Why the fuck would you be so dumb to put them in there in the first place? Especially
I guess a
since we know
Jedi were dumb enough to fucking not know.
No, I'm just saying, like, let's imagine if you were the bad guy,
the
okay?
director fucked up.
So why are these
Yeah, it's
two
probably the
still here?
director. He apparently did not know that, but imagine though, like there's a lot of mistakes they make that make no sense, and I find it dumb when someone explains the Force or something like that. They literally tell you that's not how the Force works, and it has abilities that are meant. You know how, like, when you give people powers, you said you don't just make a new power on the whim?
No.
Or maybe you give them a reason why they have a new power? Like, if I was to use Infamous, okay? In Infamous, you has electricity powers. Now, if he's gonna get a new power, they explain either he got a bunch of low powers from a certain item, or he got someone else's powers. That makes sense. Spider-Man either gets mutated, but he doesn't just randomly develop new powers. Now, no matter what, you need training.
My son.
Now, this is a problem that I hate,
son.
and I don't want you arguing because people always argue with this part, and it doesn't matter to me. Leia in the Last Jedi,
The men I knew were slain.
when she fucking decides to Superman her
firstborn,
way
your
out
brother,
of
had
fucking
his
zero
head smashed
gravity,
by a drunken
freezing,
soldier.
and
Yeah.
decides to
My
Superman
wife had
into
her
there.
throat slit
When
That's what ruined the
she's
movie for
known-
me.
and made peace.
I think that ruined my movie too, actually, because
knew
like
not to
the
trust,
movie, like this is a
yet I
character
had
which
no
we
choice.
knew had the Force,
Uh-huh.
but
Maybe you
she
were
doesn't
right.
like to use it,
Maybe
which
the
means that
slow
she'd
death
have no
was
training.
worse
When
than
the
the
fuck
fast
did
one.
she get the training to do it? And don't say it's some
Maybe
type
none
of like
of these
said
men
like
are
you know,
good.
oh
Maybe
she
a
just
world in
survived,
which
you know,
they
like she
came
did that,
to
and
us.
that's
Yeah,
world
no
that
one
was
can
in
survive that
endure.
long in space.
But endure we
No.
Well,
must.
I'm just saying, like, there's problems like that. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy's
Do
characters
not
do
die
this
for
type of thing.
pride,
Like,
my
there's different.
son.
It depends. And
We have
this is a
suffered too
series where
much
people
in
literally
this
have powers.
trick.
So that's not the
Years.
part that drives me nuts.
Water.
The part where she fucking
They have
goes
no
in there,
pride.
even though she has no training
They endure.
and doesn't know
But we
much
must
about how to use
endure.
the Force. Like, we know that she's
My
knows
only
she can,
boy. My precious boy.
but
It
I
just
mean,
Do not
strikes me funny
mistake
as how
My strength for weakness.
every single
As
movie
your chief,
with
I
Leia in it
implore you.
has never shown not even once
words
a
mean
bit of
nothing to me,
force
Father.
power. Not
Don't.
once.
yeah.
Even in the games, not once. But
Please.
instantly, in this new movie, she shows
No,
Force
no,
power.
actually, my uncle mentioned, I don't know if it was one of the books or
Mr.
something, but they
Morgan,
mentioned that he did
after
have.
you
Also,
helped me
can I tell you
after we
something really
spoke,
weird?
this
I
is
have a
just a
Star
trap.
Wars book called The
My
Last
son,
Jedi,
my people
and
will all
it's
die.
it takes
You
place
help
after
this
the
fella?
Order of 66, which
Please.
means it's a prequel to A New
What
Hope,
else you been
and
doing
it's called The
behind
Last Jedi.
Dutch's
I
back?
found that hilarious. Like it's
are
about like
over.
this guy named Dex or
We've
something.
lost.
These
young men will be
I just found it
annihilated.
kind of funny and ironic, you know.
Please. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, guys getting mugged.
Who else will come with me?
Oh, all right, Arthur.
Who knows what other secrets I'll learn about? Who else?
I find that like a lot of things like I find that stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Kyle, I'm hanging with okay, Andy.
All right.
Okay,
What the
Let's ride out.
Andy's already gone. Oh well, it's fine, guys. He's a friend of mine that's not from this party, who lives in Texas. So, and he's a good enough guy for me to know for the most part, you know. Actually, he's one of these.
What else
One
have
of those types of people where most people like him.
Hmm.
He's a good
you
guy,
been doing behind
but
my back,
it's a
Arthur?
different type of party,
I
and
was
probably,
trying to stop this
you know,
mess from getting any worse.
he's a friend of mine. Doesn't mean he'd be a friend of yours. That type of thing.
Why the hell would they attack the oil fields?
Oh yeah. So
What do
also,
you
I got
mean?
Spyro.
It's perfect.
I just wanted to tell you.
This was your idea? Partly. The army, the government, the industrialists. They've taken everything from these people. Wouldn't you want to fight back? You've handed them a death sentence.
Just like John if we hadn't got him out of that prison.
Hey,
Mr.
show
Black
some
and Mr.
goddamn
White.
respect.
You'll know when I ain't showing respect, Bill.
I had a plan. I still have a plan. What plan? What goddamn plan, Dutch? Tahiti? Timbuktu? That's enough.
Like a king and an 8. That's a decent one right now.
Yeah.
I'll take.
What did? Thank you, Javier. Bill. Right now, it doesn't matter how we got here.
Not the best of cards,
These
but
men
it will
need
do for
our
the moment.
help. I have a plan. This is the plan. So either stick with me or cut loose. Because I am tired of this constant descent. Long tired of it. Now come on.
An ace, 4, and 7. I have an 8, but that doesn't help so much. So, very quickly, Son. So let's say that I have a king and an 8, okay? It doesn't matter what kind of 8 I have, I don't think.
Look up
Looks
ahead.
like,
It's one of them.
yeah, it's not spades, but it's lobas. Anyway,
Are you all
on
right, son?
the not all 5 have been revealed yet, but there's an ace, there's a 4 of diamonds,
No,
I think that's what they are.
please hurry.
Or whatever the hell they are. And there's a 7. So 7 doesn't count for me because I don't have an 8. I'm guessing, is this one of those types of games where the cards have to have a pair to be useful?
Well, it depends. If there's a 7 on the table and you have an 8, you said?
Yes.
Well, if you had, like, say, a 6 and there was a 7 and an 8 on the table, that would count as like a 3 in a row. That would be a pair.
So if I had a 6 and had a 7 and an 8?
Yeah, if you had a 6 in your hand and 7 and 8 were on the table.
Because 5 to 8.
Anyone see eagle flies?
Because 5 to 8 is all on pair, right? Something similar to that.
Got what
5
you
to
want.
8 is what?
You coming, Arthur?
I think I said something I thought, because I'm still trying to figure out over time how the hell this works. Apparently, I thought that maybe 5 to 8
The
was
rest of you
a pair, and
ride with me. Let's meet up at the factory.
because you said 6 to 8. How would a 6 and a 7 and 8 be
Better off alone.
pairs?
We're riding with you. Come on, then.
The 6 and 7 and 8 is the poker.
Stop switching my guns. For fuck's sakes. There's an aim when it does that.
Very quick look down. An 8 and king and okay and king. Obviously could be a lot better.
How did that miss?
Pardon?
What really counts is the cards get put on the table.
Okay, so I should
Your
fold
cards in
then?
your hand are useless.
So I had there's 2 7s, a 4 and an ace, and I only have a king and an 8. So does that mean I should fold?
Yeah, you're better just fold.
Okay, I'm gonna fold then. Pearson, you get it. I'll let the old person, you get it.
First person, let me heal.
How many of you does it take?
What? How did that miss? That was a headshot.
Oh my god, I have
I'm
awful cards.
trying to take out the end.
I'm gonna have to fold on this one. I should probably just fold right now. Because I have a 2 and a 3. My god, my cards are fucking awful.
pay off the bounty.
Arthur, get up. Thank you. All of you need to go. Where are my men? Where are my men? We saw some fighting by the factory. That's where Dutch is
So,
going.
just a little heads up, Sean. I don't know if Danny told you or not, but they patched that fucking money glitch.
Yeah.
Let's find the others.
Such a shame.
Factory building.
Because now I can never restart. Too bad there isn't a new game plus. Wow. I would never have to fucking worry about money ever.
This regiment is a joke.
I actually hope that they should. I think they should add a new game plus at some point.
Well, I'm not gonna be starting a new game anymore because of that. Because this dude is so fucking hard to make money in this game. It's ridiculously hard.
I don't think it's that hard.
I can't. In the beginning of the game, I couldn't find any way to make money, so I had a bounty on me and everything. I couldn't pay it off at all.
There's different ways. You could put a bandana on and I don't know, rob a giant.
It would make the game. It would make your bounty even higher then. So then basically you're just.
Don't get caught then. Also,
you're basically digging yourself a grave even deeper.
Bounty doesn't mean anything if you don't get caught, so as long as you just get money over time, it means.
I wish they added the night watch job that they
They should have. Would have got paid more.
Well, there's things that in this game, I mean, to a degree, it could have made sense that the character does will take jobs, like he does do bounty hunting. I just wasn't sure if that makes sense because of the type of person that you are. If he's John Marston, I can see that in that universe why he did it. Do you think it makes sense for Arthur Morgan to do it, just based on the type of character he is?
Yeah.
Good point. Do you think people would actually pay you for a night watch?
They would pay you more than what they do now.
Good point. You know what? Well, yeah, night watch would be
important. It wasn't really as sophisticated as it is.
Nope.
Yeah.
Back then you could just say, hey, I want more. Alright, you bastard! That isn't so. Hey, alright. Interview next week and all that shit.
Too much bullshit going on here. Can barely find a fucking job. I've been laying out resumes like hand jobs, dude, and I had to make that reference, dude. But you have some people they're like, oh, it's so easy to get a job. Yeah, because you have a car license, you have you went to college for like 10 years. Oh yeah, it's fucking easy coming from you. Fucking disgusting fucking dirtbag. Come to me when you don't have all that shit and then tell me that. But some places actually require college degree, like, oh, we need your cooking license. Oh, yeah, that's easy to do. That's
like,
easy.
I'm in the state where, like, I haven't looked as hard as I should have, but I actually, don't know much about interviews and how to do it properly, or how to know if it's not good enough for them, or if someone else is a lot better.
Yeah, here, I'll hand you my cooking license. Here you go. All I have to do is go to college for 5 years to get it. Require so much just to get a fucking job.
The theater ops is, I can get part-time theater if I did it, and I got one of those bot things and ask you questions. But, luckily I got an error in this code work, so I don't know how that really works, because I already screwed up one question, because it asked me how many minutes it would take to be where I am, and I worked out like how many minutes it would take from the vehicle versus the clock, just because it's good to know. And then luckily it said I put down a 2 and then an underscore and then it accidentally answered. And then I answered the actual question on the next question. I don't even know what the next question was. So I had to reboot the whole thing. Yeah. And then at some point I have to answer. So So I'm thinking I'll just walk in there with an actual resume.
I think at this point it's because they want like a good like review on you. It's like they're using us as fucking. Oh man, I have so many words for it. They want to make sure we're the good fucking prime steak and not the bad meat. That's what they're trying to figure out here.
So good of you to join us. Hello,
It
son.
took me 3 years
saved your
just to
life.
get into
You did.
where I'm
You're
working.
quite the
Oh,
hero,
yeah.
Arthur, ain't you?
Just a regular good guy, same as always.
What is it
That's the
with
sad
you?
thing, like I at some point I might have to do it even then set aside my pride, which I really don't want to fucking do.
Dude, John,
But
that's
you
why
know,
I
I'll
do
tell you
what I
the
do now,
pride
dude.
thing is, you know how y'all like DSP?
Fuck
Well,
your
because of my
job.
pride, I really don't. It's mainly a pride thing, but I don't look at ADHD as an actual like disability at all.
not.
Really. I know.
Some people
know,
actually, some successful people actually have ADHD and they're so successful. Like, come on, you don't. ADHD is nothing. I mean, if you're like John, well, fuck, maybe it is then, but still.
John's just a retard.
But like, yeah, I have ADHD and slight developmental delay, and somehow like for someone like me versus like another person who might be a lot worse off, I'm the one that people think should have the.
It's funny, I have similar things, and you know what's funny? I've seen retards with Down syndrome get better jobs than me. I'm pissed. I'm not sorry for that either, I'm not. I'm fucking serious.
Against the federal government's wishes.
I think that like I'm not.
Truck drivers that deliver the grocery orders to our store.
We're done.
Indians
We're almost free.
and speak English.
If we're
Yep.
right.
But yet they can get a job, no fucking problem.
Somehow, like I'm a super nice person who's willing to learn.
So am I. I'm super nice
And
with
I'm willing. I
like,
might complain
you
just a
deserve
teeny
it.
tiny bit, but I will do what you need me to do, and I will get along with anybody that allows me to.
If I think you deserve my niceness, I will be nice to you. But if you're an asshole, you're gonna get the shit kicked out of you.
I'm the type of
I'm
person
dead
where like
serious.
I try and get along with practically anyone. And I'm the type of person who doesn't like to make enemies unless they really deserve it, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I might be a bit of an asshole when I'm pissed off, but anyone will be an asshole when they're pissed off. I mean, come on. Like, let's be realistic here.
I got him. I got him.
Yeah, like I mentioned like the whole like my situation and how, and it doesn't help that I haven't looked hard enough. So if I started really looking, it might help a little bit. But like different people in my family do think about the whole ODSP thing, which I'm always saying, I always go with the same exact fucking answer.
Like me, I'm a nice person. Like if you deserve it. Like if I see a person on the streets and I want to say hi, I say hi. If you say anything rude to me, I'm punching your fucking teeth out right there. I don't care if you're in your.
Like that.
I don't care if you're at your son's birthday party and there's kids all around you and you say something rude to me, you're getting the shit kicked out of you.
I'm not. I won't do that. I'll give them a dirty look, and that's about it. I'm not gonna. Doesn't help that I don't know how to fight, and I'm not gonna start one. And plus, I don't think someone deserves to get punched just by saying something rude. People are gonna say things that are rude all the time.
Please.
I'm not.
I'm not afraid to embarrass somebody.
I think they're the only person I'd be embarrassing with myself if I was to start a fight because someone said something mean about me. I literally had a time with a guy who luckily
I don't
looked
care
kinda
about you saying
shady.
something rude to me, but if you tell me to go fuck myself, that's the end of the line, dude. You're going down.
Fuck yourself.
No, but like I said, well, you say that now, because you're across the mic.
Not just that, but I was joking, obviously.
I know. But no, like I was saying though, like, it's going down, bro. If you, like, if anyone random says that to me in public, oh fuck, you're dead, man. Like, dude, I'm at the point where, like, living in the city long enough, and you start to become you become an asshole.
Actually, I used to be a lot nicer than I am
I used to
now.
be too, a lot nicer.
Actually, I still try my best sometimes. I'm just full of anger, that's all. But I try my best. I don't like. I still don't start fights sometimes. but sometimes you have to try your best to see the big picture. I mean, whenever I'm always feeling like a happy individual to a degree, even though I can be a hypochondriac a lot of times and stuff like this. And this year, I'm trying my best to think of this year as an okay year, even though so much bad shit has happened this year. Less to me and more to my family in general. But this year has really not been very good. But yet I'm still trying my best to see be happy, you know, be okay.
We need to go. You ran away. Oh, I didn't know.
I mean, like in March, my grandma died, which means that like she was my grandma, right? I cared about her. We all loved her.
Well, we got some money.
Also, we are extremely unhealthy to a degree now because she was always the cook, and my dad didn't cook very that much or that well.
Everything is coming.
And I'm not a very good cook either.
Exactly as I planned.
I make things much more complicated than they actually are. You can tell me to try and make pancakes, and I will ask you, which fucking pot do I use? Do I use a pot in a bowl? Do I use a, do I even use a pot in the first place? That type of thing, you know? I make it overly complicated.
I'll stay with you. And me.
It can be as simple as just...
Get out of here, please.
Eventually,
this ain't gonna be nothing nice.
Yeah. I think it's my I'm afraid of failure.
That's the problem with school. That's where schools taught people how to fail.
Yeah, school isn't nothing. It's not even education, dude. School don't teach you nothing, bro.
Uncomfortable situations is really where you learn how to do something.
I'm sorry.
You know what's funny, Sean?
Yeah.
If I want to learn about Germany, dude, bring me to Germany. I'll fucking learn everything about it, being there. Like, school ain't gonna teach you nothing, dude. Some of the school history, dude, is left. Some of the history in school, dude, they leave out because it's that bad.
Nobody made us do anything.
There was a school massacre that happened a couple, like, maybe 30 years ago, or then there was that, and then there was another one, Sean, a Vietnamese, did I tell you about that? That Vietnam village of children, women, and men all got slaughtered by US soldiers. Guess what? School never taught you that. Never. Why would they, though? Come on now. Land of the brave, right? Freedom and that. Yeah, they get their freedom by killing fucking innocents, bro. That's how
I
they
think
get their
no matter
freedom.
what, we should always mention the bad that we have done.
Oh, I mention it all the time, dude. I'm not afraid to say it. But like, come on,
Well,
killing
it's
innocents and then
it's
telling us you're doing it for freedom?
different saying something about your home country versus, and not just that, but sometimes it's how people are. Like, I can, like, would you, I'm not sure if we could or not, but if we were doing bad things, like in Canada, soldiers were doing bad things,
Oh, yeah.
I guess we could, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know what's funny, Sean? You want to know another thing they never taught you in school? Who really won the battle of 1812? Guess who really won it? Canada did. And school always said it was really the Americans.
I don't want to set. There's too much blood on it.
Well, I mean, look
Come
at
on
this
now.
one. I mean, look at Canada versus America, and which one has more bigger population and is more known for everything that happens, you know?
Canada is known for being polite to newcomers and known to be neutral to war. Yeah, we have soldiers, but for a good reason.
No, this is over.
Just like, you know what's funny, Sean? We don't, I've never heard a story of a Canadian soldier killing an innocent, but I have heard of American soldiers killing innocents for liberation.
Canadian soldiers, there were a few incidents where they did kill civilians.
I actually agree with Son on this one.
What
No
were those
innocent
incidents?
When
I never said we
again,
were all
it's
innocent.
In World War II, there was a tank crew in Germany, and they started getting shot by a German sniper, and of course the one guy got so pissed off that he wanted to kill him. And the sniper was in a house, and then the tank man noticed that there was a woman with her child, so they told their commander that they're not shooting. And so the guy, out of anger, rushes into the house, charges upstairs, and shoots without even noticing who the sniper was. And
It's war, though.
Out to be a young kid.
It's war. There was a veteran that told a story of how war really does mean shit to you, like, not just like PTSD and shit, but it really, like, drives your morale down, and it, like, makes you feel like shit, like, literally, like, it brings out the worst in you.
It ages people too.
Yeah,
like,
it does. I mean, it was World War II though, like, come on now, everybody in that war that fought, they were degraded, they were ready to give up.
I think it's been like scientifically proven that war actually does like, age your face because of all the stress.
Another thing is though that us Canadians have never been one to brag about it and then call it freedom and that. No, others countries may call it liberation, but it's really just martial law in another word.
Pair of jacks.
There's horse shit everywhere.
I left while I still won. I won $2. Hell yeah. $2 is awesome. Just kidding. I actually don't know how much, like, what a lot of money exactly was, particularly in this generation. I know that $3 would have been a lot, but to what degree?
Back in this time, $3 was a lot of money. You could buy like, a whole lunch with $1 or $2.
I'll stand up then.
Now you can barely buy a chocolate bar with $3.
Need you.
Without taxes and them saying like, oh, you're missing like 30 cents.
Actually, you know what's weird about that? I've never had that problem. Also,
I'm sorry, but
it's funny. I just thought about like some universes and how like the whole missing a couple cents or something, and where I am, if I miss like 5 cents, most of the time the person that's working is fine with me and will just kind of let me go.
I was missing.
I'll probably, if I like say I was if I had 5 cents and they'd just be like, screw it, just go, and I'd be like, no, I have to spend the 5 cents.
I was missing 50 cents one day, and this packy was like, well, obviously it's a packy and all, but he was like, you're missing like 50 cents. And I'm like, so just leave it alone. And he was like, no, 50 cents please. I'm like, okay, 50 cents, here, fucking take it. I'm like, come on, 50 cents.
Of how you are. If it's 50 cents, I'm gonna spend it. They're usually the ones who would say,
I don't carry 2 fucking quarters on me though, like most of the time. Come on now.
I always carry quarters, man. Good to be prepared.
I don't often carry loose change because it weighs my like fucking pockets down.
See, I'm the one who holds pretty much all the money. Like my dad, my brother. Like my brother's not very good with money. My dad is okay, and I pretty much am the one that my dad has me hold all the money because I'm the best at saving money here.
Just a minute.
Pretty much try. I'm not an exactly essential person, but for the most part, I'll buy like the essentials, you know. We need juice, I'll get juice. If we need milk, we'll get milk. Every once in a while, like I might get myself a treat, you know, but I'll try my best to make sure it's not too expensive. What? What happened?
I don't want to spoil it. I really want to say it though, but I can't spoil it. But I'm at the epilogue, I think. I'm at that part
that's
now.
Cool. 1 second, can I mute Zon for a second? Zon?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna mute you for a second. Not sure if you muted him yet, but I wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
Zon doesn't want to hear this. So can Zon hear you or no?
Yeah.
Well, I'll talk. He doesn't hear me.
He can't hear
So
you,
just
though.
so you know. No, I muted him.
Uh-huh.
So that means that he can't hear me and I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's for the moment. Anyway, I beat the game, so you can, like, when you play them, you you can get the homestead, but sadly, oh, very quickly, has Arthur, you know, yet?
Yes, he has. I also met that German family. I'm in that part with the German family.
So you haven't died yet?
Not yet, but I'm close. I have to visit Dutch now.
By the way, the next mission, I think it depends on what you do.
Yeah.
But, in order to get the good ending, you're gonna want to keep helping John.
Alright.
So quick tip. Also, I want you to know, your weapons that you have, John gets to have, but the money that you have, John will not get. John doesn't get the money.
How do I get him to keep that?
He doesn't. You get the satchel. You get all the items that you have.
So you lose all that?
You don't lose your weapons. You get your weapons after a certain point.
I don't care about the weapons.
John,
I can easily get them back, but you don't get to keep the money?
But yeah, your money goes away.
Oh.
Over time though, but don't worry, once you're done the whole prologue, epilogue, part 1 and part 2, you will get like 20,000 bucks or something like that. A good amount of chains. But just so you know though, you won't have as much money.
No.
You don't get the money that Arthur has.
Oh, okay.
But you do get his satchel and even his journal and most set that he had, you know?
Alright.
Just so you know. Oh.
No problem.
And you know those satchels that Pearson can make? You can buy them. If you don't make them with Pearson, you can buy them at a fence.
Alright.
So.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute Son now.
No problem.
So you know.
Yeah, that's such a shame.
I unmuted you, Son. There you go.
Yeah.
You didn't get any spoilers from anything, did you? By him talking?
No.
Okay, one mix up. You got, luckily, Son, you get to take your actual time. I didn't really get too much of that luxury. My brother Logan really wanted to beat it.
No, but
No. I'm taking my time in this game, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time to really play just because I'm, you know, working constantly. So I'm doing what I can.
I'd say I get it, but not to a huge degree because I don't really have a job. But it's one of those things where I like the free time, but at the same time, you know, it's one of those things.
Free time is boring to a point.
You're gonna be okay.
It's boring if that's all you have.
Be ready.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that one actually.
Be ready.
And I know this because I've had summers where I didn't work at all, and it's boring as hell.
So, Sean, what did Danny tell you exactly for this game that you didn't want to know about?
He told me the part where Arthur gets sick with tuberculosis.
Okay, other than that, what else did he tell you?
Both gone at dawn. They said to young Tilly they were running to save themselves.
Did he tell you what happens after you beat the main story?
They are goddamn cowards, Arthur. Cowards. Of all the time we spent to run off.
Well, I guess they don't want to die, Dutch.
Do you want to know? It's not that bad. It's not really a spoiler.
It is actually.
This is a tough
no matter
time.
what, telling anything that
I'm doing too well.
Figure out everything on my own.
Tyler, let's say in the game, if you knew that a character was going to meet an end, right? Even if you can guess it, maybe you don't know particularly. It's still better to know, to find out yourself. See, I was pretty sure that.
Oh, this game was really spoiled for me anyways, because Danny told me what happens to Arthur, the whole thing, and I didn't even want to know.
When I was in a party with Dylan and Danny, I threw the head off my mic.
Don't know what you're saying, Dutch, but it seems like I've heard it all before. Just one more. There's a goddamn train. Arthur, this is different.
Did you throw the mic off?
Yeah.
Army
Okay.
payroll, money and supplies to repair.
No, but I'm one to ask before that. I don't jump to conclusions and then just tell people.
Uncle Sam, and we leave.
Hey Sean, I don't, I'm not one to just jump ahead and tell somebody what happened, but Danny is one to do that without asking.
You gotta do what's right and cut some loose.
He's the main reason why Star Wars got spoiled for me. He's the main reason why this game got spoiled for me, and then the online is getting spoiled for me. Like, I don't want to know what happens in online. I haven't even played it yet.
Yeah. Insist. Of course, pal. Whatever you think is best, I will see to it. Huh? Now, we gonna rob a train? Sure. We will survive. We will flourish. We have work to do, my friends. Let's go. Come on. We are gonna borrow a little money from old Uncle Sam.
So what's happening? I'm back.
No, I was just telling Sean how, I may ask if he wants to know something, but Danny, he don't ask nothing. He just tells. Yeah. Which is the main reason why I wasn't so interested in Red Dead 2 after playing it for like 5 minutes, because then Danny jumped to all these conclusions, and most of these conclusions happen to be true.
Like I said, that's why I took my headset off a few times.
Like, that's the thing. See, my brother Logan, he's had times where he says something, like he goes, "Can I give you a hint?" And I say, "No, I don't even want a goddamn hint." You know?
Sean,
like,
you notice how I haven't been on very much, right? That's because I've been playing this game off the headset.
I always use my headset, but I
do
have
too.
on this headset once. But it's like I don't always talk about.
I've been taking my headset off when I'm partying. Because I'm in a cutscene or someone's saying something, I take off my headset.
Oh yeah.
See, my headset is one of those ones where it's plugged in my controller, and it's wakes up.
Oh, I hate those. I fucking hate those. Because I have a habit of like slamming my controller. So, what happens is sometimes, well, my last headset, the wire got all screwed up because I was bending the wire a lot. So after that, it started not working as much because one of the wires got pulled out from inside the cord.
Well, I think so far this is the best headset I've had in a while. I mean, sometimes it hurts my head after a while.
The headset I have is a Stealth 600, and it's wireless, which I love. But I don't like having to charge it, so that's the one thing I hate. But it's plugged into a USB through my PS4, and all the sound can go right into it. Fucking, I can adjust the mic of my volume on the headset. I can adjust other people's volume, everything. It's fucking perfect.
Oh. Also, I want to say, and just by the way, I say this all the time. Not all the time, but a lot. A lot more now. But I just want to tell you, I do enjoy playing games, just so you know. Sometimes it's just because I want to play a game with someone else, or I want them to try a game, or tell them that they can try a game if they want, that type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I like saying, that's who I am. Well, not saying all the time, but to a degree. As long as they don't go too far, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I own Spyro and Crash Bandicoot,
the new one?
remakes. The new ones, yeah.
How is it?
I actually wanted to tell you if you would want to still play it. I will still play it.
I'm not much for SharePlay anymore because my internet's not as good here, and every time I play with Danny on SharePlay, it fucking cuts out.
Yeah,
I try to avoid that.
Same for me.
Well, not even that, but when I try to keep up with Danny, his internet's better because he doesn't have like 15 people on their internet all at once. Same, not here too. We don't have like that many devices, but our internet's still not as good as my dad's. So.
Like that's the thing. If I knew you guys in real life, that like you know what I mean. I know you guys are in real life to a degree, but we don't hang out or anything, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I own these games on CD. I prefer physical over digital. That's just my preference.
My system can't play digital, or I mean, physical games anymore, because the disc reader has something blocking it. Maybe dust or something I can't see. But
do you know anybody that knows how to unconnect the PS4? Just safe to be done, like you know, I mean like unconnect it and open up the.
Oh, I tried that already. I took it to somebody, they opened it up. They didn't mess with anything inside, but they opened it where the disc reader is, and there was nothing wrong with it at all. I guess it's just a disc reader.
We'll head up to New York or Chicago and get a real boat from there out to the tropics.
Maybe. I don't know. I take really good care of my stuff, dude. Like my systems. These systems are like fucking. My PS4 is worth maybe, I don't even know, maybe $3,000, dude. Worth that much? Because I put so much time and effort into that fucking thing. If I ever got rid of PS4, I think I'd never get another one ever again. Not even a PS5. I'd never get another PlayStation ever again.
You never get another PlayStation never again. What happened?
Like I said, if anything happened to this system here, or the hard drive, or I couldn't play any of my stuff ever again, I would never fucking play PlayStation ever again. I wouldn't even, you couldn't even pay me $10,000 to play it again. Because all that data, all that stuff I built up is gone.
Wouldn't the data go high at some point anyway?
Maybe then, but not, maybe later on down, like maybe 10 years from now, maybe then, yeah, but fuck, if it happened now, I would never.
That's a different story. I've said that type of thing before. I would hate for my progress to go away. I would fucking
die if that happened.
I had that fucking problem with Xbox 360.
I honestly think if that happened to me, dude, I would die. No fucks, dude. I would die.
My Halo Reach file got corrupted.
Halo Reach was a good game too. I don't even. I would fuck that. Oh, I bet, dude.
All right. Cleet, Sadie, you board halfway along. John, you and Arthur are gonna board at the back. Rest of you, follow Mike and I, and join once they stop the train.
Here she comes.
Should I just sneak on now?
God damn it. Well, everybody mount up.
We're still going through with this?
Of course we are.
But anyway, I was gonna say something about like how I am and how I like to let other people play games of mine.
Oh yeah.
Like if I'm not currently playing it.
I'm not. I have a security problem. I don't really trust as many people, so I'm really tough on that shit.
I seem to be more trustworthy than I should be, but for the most part, I have to. I'm the type of person who won't skip anything, like stuff like that. But if I trust the person, which I do actually do that sometimes, like I'm one of those people who's very good at, like I think, telling someone is, like what to do. Not all the time, of course, but because looks can be deceiving. But like I could just look at you and just see how you're acting a little bit, see if you're immature to a degree, but if you're trustworthy, that type of thing, you know, I can do that.
If I was told to trust John on my system, I would fucking hang myself.
See, if someone like John, so far from what I've heard, I would not trust him. I always mentioned about Son, I'm just gonna mention something about you, but like we all know how Son's like. Son doesn't seem as happy as probably happy with that's all. I'm one of the more silly people, but I'm still mature to a degree, you know. Fine, I'm more mature than some other people. But I'm silly as all hell. Like that. I'm fully silly. Like, I'm sitcom silly, you know?
I'm going fucking commando. Ooh, fucking
but
shit.
I would trust him with my, but I would trust Son with my stuff, you know.
Oh, so would I. But if I was told that if Danny said, "Oh, one day, oh, let's share your account again," I'd be like, no, because the last time, I don't want to say this in front of him because the last time I did, there was a huge fight, but I wouldn't do it because nobody appreciated it. I mean, when I shared it with Sean, he appreciated it. He said, "Thank you, bro. I appreciate this." But Danny didn't say nothing like that. He didn't appreciate it at all. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like, dude, I have manners to some degree, and if you don't appreciate something I do for you, then you're a complete asshole, dude.
Nothing like the old days.
Like, I'm going out of my way to share my account, dude. You know how fucking valuable that shit is? Most people would tell you not to share that kind of thing. Because that's basically a portal to your private life.
To a degree, yeah. Like, I let my brother load and play on my account sometimes. I just make sure, like, I have rules though, you know? Like, he'll actually, if he's gonna add a friend of his, he has to ask, you know? Like, if Dylan had the system and he wanted to add Dylan, he has to ask me first.
Oh yeah.
And then he has to add, just so I can tell the difference. I'm so glad that they added it, but you know how you have the custom list for viewers? I have a custom list for that type of thing.
Oh yeah.
I have one called Friends 1, just for people that I like to hang out with. I have a certain group that I hang out with. We call them the Squad, but that's just a thing. Those are friends. It's on Geogas and the Real Devil. It's like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's John's new account.
Oh, okay. That explains it. At one point, I just randomly got like a friend request from a guy called the Real Devil. I didn't know who the fuck I got it.
Only John would name himself that.
No, I don't know those. I'm not always the biggest fan of those fans. I find almost the most in with as immature as he is.
Because he's a gigantic fucking cunt.
What really scared me was what I said.
Yeah, I put so much emphasis on that fucking word. Of course I did. Oh, he didn't like that.
I think, like, Son, I'm gonna say again, sometimes, you know how with this times where the difference between yelling or just, like, saying, I know you or something, Son's the type of person where if he were to yell at me, I would actually really be scared, you know? I'm just saying, no, that's what I'm trying to say, you don't yell. I'm just saying, you know how there's a difference between the people who yell versus the people who yell? And that's
funny,
like,
too.
Like, if someone was to never, to always swear at me, I would at some point not give a shit at the swearing.
Funny, because
I
don't think I've ever heard Sean, like, yell.
I actually try to explain to my
Not
dad,
even in the house, though.
You know how, my dad, I actually like to talk to my dad because, like, like, you know how sometimes some people have a family member that they think is, like, their best friend? My dad is that person. He is actually my best friend. Like, even my mom knows, and it feels bad to say, but I get along with my dad a lot more than I do with my mom.
Oh, yeah.
I still love my mom, but see, I mean, she's a good person too, you know? But, I mean, I get along, like, I am, the apple does not fall far from the tree. Like,
No.
I watch Daredevil with I enjoy watching movies with my dad. I go out of my way to hang out with my dad, talk,
Oh, yeah. So do I.
The money's in their carriage.
Yeah. Anyway, though, I was talking to him about like Son and how I'm just gonna say Son. Like we all know how Son talks and how he is, you know.
Yeah.
But you know how I'm just gonna say that as soon as we talk about Son like this because it's like here. I'm gonna say it anyway. Son has more of a he doesn't have like a happy or an angry or sad type of voice. It's kind of like a I don't care type of voice to him. But somehow he's like one of those. See, yeah. But somehow he's still one of the most trustworthy, and he's one of the most like I've been in a Western League class before, right? And most of them I am a lot smarter than, but it wasn't really much of a comparison. So, but Son is one of those ones that's pretty mature, you know.
Then again, high school wasn't always the best experience.
No.
Which is often why I always had my headphones on.
They didn't teach you really anything in school. It's funny too, Sean. I was getting ready for break one day, and I got my earbuds, plugged them in. And as soon as the bell rang, he was like, "No, wait, you're not done here. We're not done with this little speech we're having. Get down, sit down." I'm like, "You fucker."
Where's John?
I swear. I think they might have thought I was dumber than I was or something because I had because I always like. I hated. I was one of those people who got pissed really easily and sad really easily.
Let's go.
So like when something bad happened, I'd usually just put on my headphones and listen to sad or angry music.
Oh yeah.
Grade 12 was probably the most difficult year just because Devin Hughes died that year, and I was in a few classes with him.
Well,
I always had my earbuds in, always.
I didn't know.
Some of the people were depressing.
I know that this is
in
something
that
weird to
school.
say, but I don't know who Devin Hughes is, so it wasn't.
You wouldn't know him, but I was in a lot of classes with him, and he was just a nice kid.
Oh.
He didn't start any kind of shit at all or anything. He was there when I needed him, so he's basically that type of guy. He got fucking killed in a car accident.
Oh.
The worst part about it was he died the day before my birthday, and I found out on my birthday.
Hey Sean, listen to this. May I tell you something? Bad things happen to good people. And for some reason, good things happen to bad people. All the fucking time, dude. All the time.
To be put on a boat and tried for murder.
I am sorry to hear that.
We gotta let her go. John's, well, sorry, son. Without John, she's just bait. Got a bunch of money, Dutch. She's just a girl. They won't do nothing to her.
Oh goddamn! This hearing his voice just pisses me
You
off.
need to keep riding on this one, Dutch. You
We've
know
gotta
it.
get the
Every man
money,
here
Dutch.
knows
Fucking
it.
Micah. Shut the fuck up, Micah.
Like that. What is your life?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. Dutch, Micah.
Listen to me, Black Lung. We've gotta do this properly.
Dutch! Come on, boys. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's that then. All them goddamn years.
Come on, Arthur. Let's go get her.
Oh,
You
and
may
another
is all we
thing, the
need.
witch thing got spoiled for me in this game.
The what did?
The wit.
The witch.
I never even heard from that.
Take this.
I don't mind though,
this
because
away.
it's probably a
Take
side
those.
mission.
Take Jack. You wait at Copperhead Land.
Which one
for
is it?
Abigail and Mrs. Adams.
Thank you,
One
Arthur.
where
1 second, guys.
crying
Can you be,
over
Sal, can you wait for a second?
This is done.
I have a no arsenal fear.
Oh,
where
that
if
one,
I'm-
Sean?
I'll
The
miss-
fucking night girl?
Nah, don't
Yeah.
start with all
Yeah.
that.
Okay, never mind. I'll wait.
I was
Ugh.
pissed. I was fucking
I'm gonna go get your
because
mom.
Danny didn't tell me nothing about it. All he said, Sean, was, "Oh, walk up to it and see what happens." I got swarmed by 5 people, dude, and stabbed. Nothing was said.
If they're putting her on a
Not a
boat,
goddamn
they'll
thing.
probably dock at the
Keep your
north end of
gun out
town.
in the swamp.
So I reckon
Oh,
we
I
should
do,
go the other
dude.
way.
Everyone I see now, if they're not hurting, or if I suspect even a little bit of fucking dark on somebody, I will
Just
shoot
follow
them.
me, okay? We're gonna get this done, Arthur.
In the swamp, dude, I don't give a shit about honor.
Somehow, because of the universe that we're talking about, when you said if I see even a little bit of Doug, I just thought about how racist everyone is in that universe because of the timeline. I see just a little bit of Doug.
No, I don't mean that kind of dark though. I mean like if I see, obviously. Like you can tell that who the night people are. You can tell how they look. If they are hunched over and ready to fucking kill you, then that's who you know.
Isn't it? It's really weird.
Also,
like
if you see a hanging body from a tree, that's when they're coming to you.
That's what happens if you find a what?
A hanging body.
A dead body hanging from a tree. That means the.
What hanging body? If you're talking about the fucking dislocated bodies that I found like twice.
No, dude, those are leading up towards the cannibal, dude. Weirdly
enough, I don't find that as super creepy. I do find that mildly creepy though. It's not terrifying.
No, but Josh, those bodies are you find those like on hanging tree, on like underneath the bridge and strapped to a rock and shit?
If you can ever send a picture, send one, okay? If that's okay.
Yeah. Because if you're finding one strapped to a rock with a head on a pike, dude, that's a serial killer side mission right there.
Basically, I'm one of those people who's full of anger, like I said, but the thing I do is I'll say, like, really torturous things, but only about bad people. Pretty much, Punisher is one of my favorite characters. I had to mention Punisher because I like it, because he's willing to kill, but he will only kill bad people.
Oh my god, Sean. Talking about nice and bad people.
Like, pretty much, like, you know how, like, we've all got rules?
When I truly get angry, I absolutely don't give a shit what I'm saying.
Here we are.
Oh yeah, but Sean, I have to say something, dude. This one guy I know, this woman, this really fucking rude woman, and her boyfriend, who looked like a junkie at the time, was walking by his house, and this woman had a chihuahua, and the woman's dog shit right in front of his house, and he said he come out and he was like, my kids play out here, my kids walk into this stuff, and they walk in the house and they smell real bad, and we have to clean all that up. And then he's like, you better clean this up right now. The woman's like, no, I won't do that, son. I'm sorry, sir. But the man's like, you will do this, or I will punch your junkie boyfriend in the face. And she was like, you gonna let him speak to me like that? And the guy's like, he told you to pick that shit up, you better pick it up. He didn't want to get punched in the face.
Let's just test it out. I'm playing a lot because I enjoy this game no matter what, and it doesn't take too many gigabytes for me.
No.
I can still fight.
What happened?
I know, Arthur, but just do it my way, honey. It's for the best. Get up someplace high, like the lighthouse or something.
Of course, Uncle.
And cover me.
But like I said, it's weird. You know those things that people say that they find, but somehow, weirdly enough, you haven't found them? You know those types of things? That's me with the Night Folk. I have spent a decent enough time in the swamp areas
to know what
to a
like.
degree. I mean, I'm mainly on the road, and I don't usually always go in nighttime, but I have never found or encountered them.
Really?
The only thing I've ever encountered in nighttime in the place was the KKK at one point.
Oh my god, I love killing them.
Actually, the first time I didn't kill them. I was kind of sad. But it's not like I could restart because the game doesn't allow you to restart in that way. You just start in like a random area, and so you can't really. If you made I made the mistake on trying to sneak up and just finding out what the hell was even going on, and then they ended up burning. They ended up fucking burning themselves. So I didn't have to do much.
Okay, I love killing the KKK. It's so much fun.
Like, I always think of myself, like, I don't like to kill innocents, but in this case, the KKK are innocent, so I'm fine with murdering them.
Did you guys find the guy that sells the pamphlet in Saint Denis about white supremacy?
Yeah.
I didn't kill him, but I aimed a gun at him one after. The first time I called him pathetic, and the second time I aimed a gun at him, there was a cop standing like practically right beside him, and the cop did not give a fucking shit. Like I just walked up to him, hello, hello, oh hello. Like
I ran out.
I would probably tackle him and like punch the shit out of him. I wouldn't kill him because he doesn't need to die just because he's fucking racist. But he does, I mean he does need to, like a part of me thinks that obviously him dying would not be the worst thing. But I'm not gonna kill him myself because he's not murdering anyone, he's just saying this bad shit. But he doesn't need to fucking die for that. He's obviously a full rebuild. I mean, I wouldn't mourn over his death, that type of thing. Oh, I'm so glad they buffed Roadhog. He's getting back to his normal self, closer at least. It's so great. They buffed him a lot. Like you know those you know in games like Overwatch how they have to buff and nerf characters a lot. And the slightest change can mean a lot. Like something like you, whenever it comes to buffing and debuffing, you should always try and make sure to give them small buffs. Like ones that might not seem too big, but actually make a big deal. Like your shotgun having 25% more squid. Like that means a lot. Oh, yeah. You know? And in this game, it's like that. Like, just how fast someone can shoot, how much ammo they have. Even if it's a shotgun, one more piece of ammo, but less damage, you know? Maybe you can shoot faster. And that type of thing mean a lot.
I'm at the part where I have to kill Mr. Milton.
Mr. Milton.
Yeah, guy.
Yeah, I remember him. Fucking asshole. I'm so glad that I added Sawmill, and I think that and then I add you, you know. It's always like, I am the type of person who really talks to people, but I do better with good company, you know. I enjoy hanging out with people that I can just randomly talk to and don't have to mention me insults to all the time or something like that. You get the idea. Sad. I'm in the living room and there's like there's a room to the bathroom and to the laundry room, and I closed both doors for the most part. After you mentioned the whole witch thing, because anything even remotely creepy, when it's dark, I somehow my irrational fear comes out of any room. Pretty much if I watch a horror movie, I'll be scared of something and I'll close any door that's
any closet door, yes. All the time.
I'm that type of person.
Anyone would.
Like, even though it's obviously not gonna happen and I don't really believe in ghosts per se, or shit like that, you know? Yeah. But an irrational part of me always tells me, what if ghosts are real or something like that, you know? Even though I'm the type of person who, for the most part, doesn't really believe in that type of thing. Of anything that's really that supernatural. That's who I am.
I love supernatural shit, dude.
Okay, ladies, let's get out of here.
Elizabeth Colando on your ass. I don't know if I said it properly or not, but I will. That's quite a cough. I had a time when I was talking to, I wanted to help a friend of mine, and because of Stairplay being bad, I had to watch the stream, but because I was in the party, I could hear my voice, and I hate my voice when I hear the recording of it.
Offered you a deal, Mr. Morgan. Should have taken
I find like I'm a 20-year-old who sounds like a fucking 12-year-old, I feel like.
Not all you boys have quite so many scruples. Old Micah Bell?
It's all genetics.
Molly O'Shea?
Pardon?
Sweated her a couple of times, never talked a word, had to let her go. Micah Bell. We picked him up when you boys came back from the Caribbean.
Meaning?
He's been a good boy ever since.
Short answer, you either have it or you don't. There's no in between.
Talking about my voice sounding like a 12-year-old while I'm recording. Okay.
It's the same deal when it comes to
Whoa, what the fuck?
too bad.
Oh.
Horrible man.
Yeah, I'm only like 5'6" or something.
Now come on,
Yeah.
both of you.
You're most likely aren't going to grow any taller, so there's nothing you can do about it.
Find the horses. We need to get the hell out of here.
Jack, where is he? He's fine. Billy's got it. Oh, thank God. Abigail, you ride mine. Hurry, Arthur, let's go. Get on, Arthur. Get on. You'll be okay. Look out ahead on the left.
I'm actually one of those people with a low self-esteem about a lot of things.
On the railroad to the right.
Fucking turn.
I'm robbing the scene.
Oh man, you're gonna be in the ball for that one, dude. There's a lot of side parts for that one, Sean.
Yeah.
That's why I said what the catch is.
Yeah.
So I made it fun.
Including how off-hinge Dutch is.
Well, it's weird because Dutch is one of those characters that I
Really
like.
like, yeah. He's a good character, dude.
But yeah. He wasn't a good person, but he didn't seem awful either. Like he had a point. Like the one that we see, in Red Dead Redemption 1 versus this one is completely different until later, and we start seeing the darker side of him. And
Arthur, there's no time. What happened to John? Where's John?
I don't...
Bob, do something.
Arthur.
He got killed or he got captured.
No.
I'm really sorry.
No!
Abigail, I was on the train and I didn't see it.
No!
Listen, we got Jack. He's safe. Mrs. Adler will take you to him. But, John, I want you to know this. He loved you. He loved you, and Jack, he did. He wasn't perfect, but he did. You gotta go get that boy. Come on, get out of here.
Arthur, what are you doing?
I gotta go have a little chat before I get much sicker.
No, Arthur.
Don't you owe Arthur me. Neither of you two. Not now. You both know. I gotta go settle some things. For me, no one else. You go get that boy. There'll be time for sorrow later.
If you're headed back there, Arthur, take this. I don't need it anymore.
What's that?
There's a chest in them caves.
Oh, yeah.
In the back to the left, hidden under a wagon.
Terrorist bombing.
Dutch's chest. All our money. I know John told you I knew where it was.
No.
Abigail Roberts.
That's a deal breaker right there.
Always was a good thief.
That you was. Yeah, get out of here.
I like this character. I hate this character. This character. So it's a bit excessive what's happening to them.
Oh my god, that was a big jump. Go kill some people.
Oh, I'm so used to this character, thinking that this character suits like Tifa, but he doesn't, not even close. He's just so much like her.
Yeah, I like doing this more. Can't see these fucking numbers that well.
Mason, the numbers. What do they mean? Sean, did you play Black Ops 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's a reference for you.
Get them bags packed up quick, Miss Grimshaw. Come on, all of you.
Well, we're doing our best.
Hurry. We ain't got long. Hurry.
What?
We just got plenty of time, Micah. We all need to have a little chat.
Already leaving.
Black Lung, you're back. Hooray.
Because the cops are already there.
I just saw Agent Milton, Dutch.
Like, on.
Abigail shot him.
Imagine if you
okay.
needed to get in there and get
Not
out,
that you care
and
too
the
much
cops already
about
knew
that.
you were there.
You rats.
Yeah,
All of you.
would fucking suck.
Seems old Micah was pretty close with Milton.
What the hell are you talking about, cowpoke?
You talked.
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the future.
Milton told me.
And you believe him, Black Lung? You believe him?
It all makes sense now.
No, it damn well doesn't.
Dutch. Think.
Oh,
Dutch?
shit.
Be practical now.
Oh yeah, by the way, I just want a random question because I want to ask the question. When's the last time both of you have hung out with anybody in Denver, like in real time?
Me to die. My boy. I didn't have a choice. John, I didn't.
For me, it's been like a month, like 3 months now. Okay, it's not even 3 months, more like a month. It just feels
You're
like 3
sad
months
now
now.
because this is over. Oh, them
This
years,
killed
Dutch.
Hosea.
For this snake.
Oh, be quiet, cowpoke.
Hosea was one of my
Be
favorites
quiet.
too.
You
So
live
that's
in
when
the
they showed off
clouds.
truly that any.
You be quiet,
Because
Mr.
like I
Bell,
liked, I
and
think
put down
like
your
it's the-
gun.
all like this is one of those games where I truly you know that the gang is gonna go downhill, and that the gangs will be dismantled and all the characters will die, but you still end up spending your time getting to know them and liking them. And like, we remember how big of an asshole Bill Williamson was in the original, but I like Bill Williamson in this one. He was still an asshole, but not as bad as Micah.
He's lying.
Yeah, Micah's funny though.
Lying.
Oh yeah, Micah's a character where I like him and I hate him at the same time. I don't.
You ready, John?
You'll hate Micah a bit more later, but Micah's one of those characters where he's kind of got a fine line. One of those characters that you want to hate just because of like how bad the person is, you know? He's the worst of them all, by far. He's a bad egg. Bad nut. He's a bad person. He only cares about himself while everyone else cares about each other to a degree. You know? But yeah, he can be funny enough. It sounds like there's going to be a party. He's one of those characters with the way he talks, you can't mistake him with anyone else. He's one of those type of characters. Definitely memorable already. He's a favorite and my least favorite at the same time. Tyler, did you defeat Pinkerton yet?
Close.
Has he told you anything about...
He did. He told me who the culprit was.
Okay.
But I'm past that part. Good. I am fighting them again.
Keep going! Those bastards left me for dead. Seems that's what they do now.
This is one of those games where, you know how sometimes something might have better stats in almost every way?
Oh yeah.
Just fire rate is enough for me. Like, the damage could be worse by a little bit, and the clip could be worse, and the accuracy could be a bit worse. But just the idea that it shoots a bit faster could be a lifesaver to me, because it's one shot and I need another one in. Most other games, I'd be like, fuck that, you know? Why would I say no to that? In this game though, I realize I have a different gun that I prefer.
Oh yeah.
Like, I prefer the Lancaster over the Winchester. The Winchester has better damage and everything about it is better. So, by the way, just so you know, if you go to the Trapper and you buy any of the upgrades that you just happen to have, you don't you don't have to have them on in order for the upgrades. So if you're aware of that or not. So
when you for the Trapper, do you have to sell the stuff for him to craft the cool clothing?
I honestly have no clue. That part, I don't know. I never wanted to buy any of the cool clothing. It wasn't really that interesting to me.
I gave him a legendary fox pelt, and so far,
well, actually, that's the thing. The legendary fox pelt, was there anything on his that says legendary fox pelt was used when making anything?
Arthur, we gotta go.
I don't think so.
Come on,
then it's good. Then the only thing you're selling that fox pelt for is money. But here's the only thing that legendary animals would be useful for, other than for the most part, would be either selling the thrill, and here's the main one would be if you go to I'm trying to remember what it's a fence. If you go to a fence, the fence will probably have a certain. I'm not gonna play this game at the same time, so Huh?
John got arrested.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh shit.
What happened? Yeah, dude. That's the sad part I was telling you about.
I like Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny was a good kid, dude.
I actually got to really know him. Like, he told me about, like, he even told people the story of how he got beat up in his life. And I found out that, like,
how the deaths happen so fast that you can't really have time to react before them.
And it actually makes a lot of sense, just because of the universe they're in. Like, I can see that happening, and like, I know that like, if you were in an outlaw like that, you wouldn't have time to react, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not like a cutscene where your character does nothing. It's more like there's a cutscene, your character does as much as he can, but he doesn't have enough time to react to stop what happened.
Come on, Arthur. Yeah, let's go. Well, what about the money?
Dutch really looks like
Abigail gave me the key.
Freaking jacket on.
I head down there, I'm dead in 5 minutes. I got a family. That's more important. Maybe you're right, but you want the money? You head down. I gotta go to my family. I'm coming with you. I'm gonna get you out of this bullshit. If it's the last goddamn thing I do. Thank you. Oh, shit.
I have no idea what the fuck I want with
We need to
this
find
character.
higher ground. Don't worry about them. They'll just be going back for the money. We need to get the hell out of here.
So, Josh, this is not a hint at a spoiler and nothing like that, but...
And it doesn't matter because I already beat the game, but
I know,
okay.
but there was a choice it gave me. What did you choose when you were offered to help John?
I helped John.
You helped
don't
him?
end because, yeah, the other way, Micah pretty much did anyway.
Yeah,
and you don't,
so
the money
that's
doesn't
what I
mean
went with.
anything for you. Helping
I
John?
helped John, yep.
Yep, that's a good choice, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Get behind a rock.
The money's gonna mean nothing to you.
Yeah, it's useless to me. I'm gonna... well, you know.
Damn, my aim with John is so bad. Or with any character in this game is bad, but like, but I have to keep playing the game for a while in order to get my aim back to being good.
Fucking aim.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. We need to get going. All right, Arthur. Come on. Let's go. You go. Keep pushing, Arthur. No.
Like, I wanted, like, this is one of those games where, like, Son was, like, when I saw Son die, I was like, what the fuck, you know?
We ain't got time for this. Not
Something
now.
doesn't feel like, you know what doesn't feel like?
It's just so sudden.
I could tell you.
Go.
It saw it right in the neck. And I'm like, well, that was,
I'll hold him up.
I was like, the fuck, did that just happen?
Here.
The
You guys
deaths in
mama-
this game are like the...
That ain't no use to me now.
The fucking... What's that guy's name that you played as in Lost and Damned GTA?
Go. Arthur.
The biker
I
guy.
never,
Go to your family.
I never watched,
Arthur,
the
get
Ballad
the
of
hell
Daytona
outta
of
here
Lost
and
in
be a
Damned, or
goddamn
whatever the hell it's
man.
called.
Well,
So.
in Lost and Damned, you played
You're
as
my
this
brother.
biker guy. He was the main character. But in GTA 5, he gets killed at the beginning of the game. But it's like, you know, he gets killed by Trevor.
Big piss off.
Wait, he got killed by Trevor?
Fucking die.
Like, I didn't know that though. I'm sorry, man. Straight up this Trevor.
I think Trevor just kills his face.
I never really played. The sad thing is everyone else was able to play that old game. Like everyone else played Red Dead
Oh my
Redemption
god.
1, right? Like, sorry, when I said Red Dead, sorry, I meant GTA. Like that was the GTA 4. But back then, I was still a cheater who didn't know how to play a game without cheats. Yes, I was that kid who used cheat codes for everything.
Oh,
Had
yeah.
practically no skill.
What I did was I beat the game first and then I used cheats.
I had San Andreas cheats written down on paper.
Oh yeah. Who didn't?
Well, see, I would always, like, yeah, see, San Andreas, I, was used to killing, I like to just randomly kill people without having to worry about the cops coming after me. because of the teats that they had. Teat all about that.
This is where it ends for you.
Fuck me. Come on.
Can't you see? I won.
Oh my god.
You've lost.
I want to play this game and talk to you guys at the same time without paying attention to the game, but this game I don't think I learned my lesson, and I try it anyway. Also, you played the game Injustice 2 at one point again, right? And I didn't really specify who I'm talking to, but I'm talking to Son, even though I didn't really specify that, so I guess I wasn't talking to Son. Who's that I hear?
Who? What do you mean? That's me
I hear a
button
bunch of
mashing.
clicking.
That's me fighting Micah.
Oh, okay.
Fucking stop blocking every hit.
You goddamn traitor.
You ain't no man.
Stop blocking every shit. Oh my god. You're a cheap little cunt. Oh, so many button mashes.
All there is. Winning and losing.
Jesus Christ. That was a fucking knockout. Holy shit.
Who won?
You ain't gonna reach that gun.
Did anyone win or no?
You ain't.
By the way, I don't go on the offensive too much. Be more defensive,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
Because you are not gonna win the fight.
Oh no, I know. I'm past that part.
Turns out I'm
So the other guy already intervened, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It is over. Now.
I picked one in this game because of how this game is a low-key, rock, paper, scissors to a degree. And playing a character that really should not be fighting this woman.
You know it, and I know it.
He's sick. He's dying. He's talking crazy.
I gave you all I had. I did.
Come on. Dutch. Let's go, buddy. We made it. We won. Come on.
John made it. He's the only one. The rest of us.
Sweet. We're going to Cuba.
I tried.
Guama.
In the end,
Oh, shit.
I did.
Cuba, huh?
Let's
That's
go.
cool.
We can make it.
The Cuba missions are cool,
Come
man.
on, Dutch. Come on. You're not better than me, Morgan.
Whatever you say, you fool.
Damn you.
Damn us both!
Well.
I earned a trophy. Redemption.
Too close.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Remember, Son, again, know how Dutch Vandalin survived.
Oh, it's such a sad ending, though.
I'm trying.
Man, that sucks.
I think so.
You gotta find someplace to lay low. Keep quiet.
Oh, you're on Gorman now?
Oh, and by the way, try your best, low-key, to say, not saying anything remotely like that, like saying, oh, it's a sad ending, or telling people it's a happy ending. Saying things like that is enough sometimes. Just ask Son if he's okay with you telling him, saying if it's that ending sad or okay. I mean,
sad
people
can
always
mean
say
many things.
Huh?
Sad can mean many things.
Men, a whole lot more than angry killers. So make yourself good and honest.
I'm always honest. Maybe not always good.
Like maybe I'm not okay with the story ending yet? That could be another thing.
My whole life I've been surrounded by fools with moral code.
Don't worry, the story won't end yet.
Look out
I don't believe it is.
Stop trying to act
Huh?
like some
I don't believe
hero
it
in a
ended.
book.
Well, the story is ending, but it hasn't ended. You'll find out what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Danny already spilled the
The
beans.
books is Jack's. And well, maybe he's doing most
Oh
of
yeah, I
it,
forgot
but
all about
still.
Dandy.
Yeah,
You're a bad influence on your mother,
that
boy.
guy.
Boy,
Sorry, sir. What was that?
I said you're a bad influence on your mother. With your books.
I might have to play Red Dead 1 after
You know
this,
that
just to catch
Wait,
up
have
on
you
the
played Red
story.
Dead Redemption?
I have.
Have you played Red Dead 1?
I have.
Whatever it
But
was.
it's such a fucking piss off that it's the first game and this is this is basically happening before that one. That's what the piss off was.
What's that, sir?
Why?
I don't know, because this is such a good game and it has so much more to it than the first one ever did. And now I gotta go back to playing the first game, the one that has a lot of glitches and fucking
And there's Sir Lancelot.
the old game. I have to go back to playing that
And a whole lot of other
just to
Don't
catch up
have
on
to,
the
but
story.
you want to.
It's just a good way to catch up on the story.
You know what?
Even though it's a weird thing about a prequel versus, and
I know.
that's the thing about a prequel, is there's always things that, like, that someone says, like, let's say, I'm gonna mention me being a character who survived, okay? Let's say I survived something. You guys, let's pretend I don't get along with you or Son anymore. You guys left me to die on that bike heist. Prequel. You guys don't exactly leave me to die, you actually just leave me to get arrested, which is completely different.
Yeah.
Something similar to that, or maybe you left me to die in a different scenario. There's always, like, little problems that we'll mention, you know?
It's just too bad that Red Dead 1 wasn't this game, and Red Dead 2 was the old Red Dead. It's too bad. It didn't work in order. That's how it should have been.
I honestly am fine with, like, the idea that this book, because seeing something like the camp hideout and stuff like that
I'm okay with
looks
that.
out a lot better now than it would have back then. And they went and set a prequel because the idea that they had an original was a story about a guy who wanted this. But they wanted to make a second one, and the only way to do it any justice by still staying in the Red Dead Redemption universe. Like, if you were gonna make the Red Dead Redemption universe again, you have no other choice other than do it this way. and that reason is because of how Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah.
You know, because of how the Western world's pretty much already been gone at this point.
Oh yeah.
So you don't really got much of a choice, right?
No, I actually prefer this time and age though. I don't like any of the new fucking technology shit games we have.
No, I'm just saying, like, I do like it gives an interesting story than just, oh, you're in the Wild West, you know? This is more like, you're in the Wild West, the civilization's on peak. So now, like, things are changing, you know?
Hey Sean, question for you. Would you rather the Greek universe, the Old West universe, or the modern universe?
Well, you've got the middle age. Like before the Middle Age, you have say like it's weird. You got like first age, you got the Middle Age, you've got Westerns where guns were starting to get in, and then you have like the 60s, 40s type of things, where guns are getting bigger, and then you have modern age, and then you have whole future stuff.
You got the LA Noir universe type.
Yeah, my wife and I and our boy. We was robbed.
Hey Sean, you got the Prohibition days too.
But honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I am fine with futuristic games sometimes, as long as they do it right. Like anything. You can make a Western game be bad. You can make a futuristic game bad, as long as it's a good game. I don't care too much. I don't care if it's fast paced or slow paced.
Follow the road north, leads you right there.
Hey Sean,
I just want a good game.
Hey Sean, what game did it for you?
Same with a game that has a crappy story and it's fun as fuck to play for the sake of it versus a game that isn't like, for example, Just Cause 3. I love Just Cause 3. The story is utter shit, but the game is fun.
Oh yeah.
No one goes to Just Cause for the story. Come on, man.
No. They go there for the action.
Pretty much a Michael Bay simulator type of thing. Except weirdly enough better.
Hey Sean, what game era did it for you?
What game did what?
What game era? Like, Prohibition, 1940s, Old West, Greek. Like, what time and era did it for you?
For what?
Probably World War II.
For games.
Video games?
Yeah.
Hey, how you getting on?
I honestly, again, I don't really have an era that I'm like, oh fuck, I love this series. Like, there's eras that I prefer, but it depends on the story, you know? Like, modern era has modern guns, which can be good.
You want a good story? You want a good story? Go play Mass Effect.
You deliver them goods and then collect me.
Okay.
And John.
Hey Josh, have you played Mass Effect?
Here's a game I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna try my best not to look at it like it's the best thing in the world, because it could be disappointing, like anything ever. But Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh my god.
I love The Witcher 3.
I think they're gonna do terrible on Cyberpunk. I don't know, I just have a bad feeling about it. Flying cars just isn't my thing.
I don't think it's gonna be amazing, but I don't think it's gonna be bad either.
I
kind of got like it.
I'm not much for flying cars. I don't mind them, but I just don't.
They're not gonna have flying cars, I don't think. Have you seen?
That's what they showed in. They showed in the pictures that there was like hover cars or flying cars.
I don't think that's gonna do. I don't think it's gonna be like that exactly.
Well, if it is, it ain't my thing.
Okay.
I think World War I was my favorite. I like D-Day too. I like that. That's what I like. Hey Sean, what did you think about World War I, dude?
World War I games?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I didn't play as many. Battlefield 1 was alright, but...
Battlefield 1? One of the games...
other than Battlefield, I mean, how many?
There's one, the big red one. That was my favorite. I think it was Call of Duty, the big red one. It was a PS2 game, but it was an awesome game. Then there was another one. Sean, you remember PS3 days? Call of Duty World War II? Yeah. Well, there was another one before that. It was another Call of Duty World War II game, but it was for PS2, and it was just a different storyline.
Hey, like, it's weird, because there's little things that most people, like, some people might not care too much, but I love it. Like, when your character loots someone, he doesn't, like, simply just, like, go over the body, but he actually picks the collar up.
Yeah, he has to pick the body up.
He doesn't pick, like, he picks, like, he grabs the collar, he lifts it up, and he loots them, and I think that is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Dutch Pangolin talking?
Yeah.
For once, boys, don't want to play their shooting on us. Fucking like, what are you speaking about, Dutch? Not now.
I give you everything, Dutch.
Are you losing faith in me again now, Arthur? Oh, sit. Take a drink every time he says losing faith or something like that. Oh, keep faith or something like that.
Easy now.
Oh my god, I was here. I killed a whole bunch of people here. A whole bunch of enemies, I should say.
You Mr. Geddes?
No, sir. I'm Mr. Dickens.
Dickens.
His overseer.
Jim Milton. I'm delivering some supplies from the store in Strawberry.
Okay.
This is quite a place.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Oh. They send everything?
Yeah, I think so.
So, partner, your boss, he looking for hands?
Why? You looking for work?
Yeah. My wife, we was in business with her family and turns out it's a long story.
Yeah, I don't know. Married hands.
Abby will be fine.
It's a lot of trouble.
I'm a good worker. My wife, Agatha.
It's weird. The only problem, like, again, the prequel stuff, is that you know characters like Happy will survive. You know?
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
No. That ain't very neighborly. And threatening us
And they
is
can't
neighborly?
kill a character off
Hey,
in that type of series. Like,
mind if I enjoy
in
one
some
of these
series,
apples?
you can kill a
Get
character
down.
off if you have some sort of revival or something like that.
Oh shit.
But since
When's,
that is
Boss
more
Meg gonna sell this place? I
believable,
don't think there's any plans for that.
you
boys
can't
want a
simply do
drink?
that.
It's some fine Scotch whiskey. Put that down. Put that down. These supplies for the season. Get off the farm.
But it's
Come
sad
on.
because this,
We know
like,
we're
the
not
game
wrong.
Red
Get
Dead
down from
Redemption,
there.
both Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, kind of do the whole a happy ending. It's just a story that hasn't finished yet type of scenario. It's pretty much that, you know.
That's my damn wagon.
This one's got a stone in his
I kind of hope they add the stranger that was in Red Dead 1.
Which one was that? The guy that jumps off the cliff? Pretending to build a plane?
The guy that The guy
he
that
pretty much,
there were theories on that he was either death or the devil.
Oh.
Josiah Trelawney, the guy in the top hat and the mustache? Well, a lot of people thought it was him, but that's just a common look that a lot of people had.
Sean, when you travel through the desert, there's this one guy that's hunchback that'll literally give you insight on the future.
Thank you.
For,
isn't it?
Are you talking about the guy
the blind.
that claims to be blind?
He's blind a bit, and he's hunched over with a big ass fucking cane in the middle of nowhere.
I'm serious. You got work? We'll work.
A part of me finds him creepy now that I think about it at the moment, but that's only because I don't think he's blind. Oh, he is blind, and I
work harder than any one of them.
I don't know why I'm in the field state.
You can tell by his eyes.
You know she's got fancy thoughts.
Okay, good point. Okay, well, I'm just trying to figure out how the hell is he.
If you look at their eyes and it's like faded,
sir.
white, like
aside from her brother.
Oh, yeah,
like when you pour milk into a glass and you pour water into it afterward.
Good people.
And it just looks like
that's
really
usually
faded
one of the-
water.
like, good point.
Mr. Geddes
I get
need
it,
with
okay.
a boy.
Yeah.
Just another mouth to feed.
Just, please give us a chance. I can handle myself, okay? You know that already.
Yeah, makes me wonder just who would have robbed you. But we'll give you a chance. I'll let Mr. Geddes know when him and his wife return tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Dickens. I'll go get my wife.
Nah, no, you stay here. It's getting late. We'll go get her in Strawberry. We'll bring her here tomorrow. We need you around in case any more of them Laramie boys turns up. There's a little cabin out yonder past the ranch house. Things work out, y'all can stay there.
Thank you. You'll not regret this.
Yep. Go get yourself settled. We'll have work for you tomorrow when Mr. Geddes returns.
That guy sounds like the black dude from Far Cry 3.
Who, through my game or your game?
My game.
Oh.
I actually didn't get too far in Far Cry 3. Again, wasn't missing a game yet.
Far Cry 3 was fun and all. I liked it. Yep, I'm on part 1 of the epilogue now.
Awesome, man. By the way, in that first area, the first house, there is a saving kit, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
I actually spent my time and went to a fucking saloon and cut my hair that way. I wanted my character to look more like the character should look like.
I don't like John Marston's new look. It looks fucking gay.
Okay, and never mind. I guess you already said John Marston, I guess. I'm trying to keep everything on the down low, and here you are just saying John Marston, shit like that.
I am. Hey, I'm not pointing at any spoilers here.
Again, okay, fine.
I'm just looking at it
anyway,
right now.
I'll just say now then, John Marston I think looks better. I would rather him not be completely clean shaven, but not with a beard either. I want him to look more like P.
Oh yeah. Might like to make. I might see if he can grow the beard out, if I can even have that choice. Take the apple, canned fruit. Where am I still? Am I still? Yep. Still there. Beaver Hollow. Alright, I'm getting off now.
You know those things?
Easy now.